If it happens, which might happen with always have a combination of the three gases in principle with you. Try to keep the CH3 out of the position. Make your gases in a deep condition of the gas and not the water. Try to use it outside the building than inside the building. Hold the radiation and hold the what we call any chemical effect into the wall outside and inside. We can spray the buildings. Try to create and use as much amino acid into the water you use, that anything which is in balance with the human level is absorbed and kept outside. And if you come to it that is used, try to not to touch these areas for 3 to 6 months or maybe up to a year, because they absorb the energies, and usually summertime heat will disperse some of it, but the winter ice will change the composition of the release. What you absorb as a massive energy will be released next 6 to 12 months. Try to, in a way you are used to in most of the places, to whitewash. Do not use these things on your clothing under no circumstances. If you are in a vehicle, you travel, try to wash your car with it, but try to avoid the outside of the car if you receive contamination. I always, when I was a student in Queen Mary College, my professors at the beginning had a big objection the way I used to share knowledge with this about nuclear contamination. And I always said, when you see the light of a nuclear explosion, walk into it. Don't walk away from it. If you see it, you have already received it. It will be a lifetime of misery. This is what I know from the nuclear industry. If you see the light of explosion, walk to it. If it's too far from you, you hear or you get, you can control the way I explained. Because when you see the light, the fields of the radiation has already passed through your body. And the mutation of the fields has already started. But if you are near a chemical or biological effect, it's just biology, biological warfare. Biology needs amino acid. And there's a limitation of how much is in the air. If it's in your direction, if it's not absorbed, it'll come through the building, it'll come through the house. You hold it outside the house. You hold it outside the car. We are not all sitting in the house waiting for it. We are traveling, we are shopping, we are going from place to place. You need the three combination of the copper, the zinc, and the CO2 with a huge amount of amino acid. If you have cup 1 life with this amino acid, mix into it. If you have a cup life 2 with it, mix into it. And make sure you have plenty of amino acid. This should attract what is your body is another biological body walking. When others have absorbed it, is less to come to you. If you inhale or you breathe it, you're already contaminated. Follow the same procedure, but 0.9% salt. that it matches the salt of the body of the man, and it can take it out of the body. Just be patient. Do not expect I drank it should change. It'll change gradually. It'll take it out of the body gradually. Never is a difference between the virus and the biological. Virus is energy, biological is part of your body, it's the biology of your body. You handle it totally differently. In a way, you put so many traps in front of it that it does not get to you by the time, or you don't get the strength of it, which is interacting with the cell of the body. With the nuclear accident, it is the same. You have to cover yourself with the same process. Use a lot of gallons of CO2 with amino acid, because you have to try to make as much gases as you can in a case. And even now, if you put the gases outside, in a way, you might not receive some of the smells you smell nowadays, but in 24 months or 12 months will go away. But if there is anything, you're already protected. Zinc is needed for neurosystem. Copper is needed for your muscle tissues. CO2 is needed for connection of lines. Mixed with amino acid, it takes it first than you do. If you have a little bit of worries, mix some calcium with this amino acid that you stop any residue into the bone structure if you have injuries, physical injuries. That's all you need to do. When it comes to the nuclear level, do the same, but as we've done before, with a nuclear attack, try to keep in hand plenty of H3 and CH3. That's a different technique, that's a different approach, and you can literally convert, absorb, you mix it again with the same mixture. That is on the strength of the amino acid of the man.